Hey, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. That check's like a detect. Hey.
Y'all already know what time it is, huh? Playing skills, you did.
Playing skills.
Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch out flip, watch out whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch, you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating cause I on the wrist. My bitch, you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When it's not savers, You be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in downtown New Orleans at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the New Orleans Saints. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Hey, pick your game up.
Ready.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Okay, 2nd and 1, you get nothing. What now on 3rd and 1?
Sorry about that. I was so excited I jumped in on you. This is almost like practice to me. Line it up and do it again. You didn't get it right the first time. Just get right back on the ball and go. It doesn't matter that they know you're coming. You ought to be able to pick up this short yardage.
Going to throw right side here, complete. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the first down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. The 3rd down conversion here is big. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. A good pickup there of 20 yards. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle, and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Jones now from the gun, he'll throw. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Throwing, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Trying to fit it into Shepard, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Barkley unable to get away on the first down run as he'll be stopped for a loss of a couple. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Jones. It's caught by Sanders. As Sanders has it poked free. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's got room. And he's into the end zone. A fumble return and a Saint touchdown. The pass receiver turned into a runner, then he turned into a fumbler, and it goes the other way for 6.
I love your description. Although for the offense, they're not too happy about it. But for the defense, what a big-time play for them. Never give up on anything. Sometimes you create your own points.
But the receiver, hard to fault him. He's just going for extra yard.
That's exactly what you're supposed to do, but you have to take care of the football.
Now Saquon Barkley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be down deep into New Orleans territory. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. 41 yards. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it?
Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back, trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time.
Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Standing situation. Let's go. 5.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
On the ball.
47. Check, 47. I got him. Hey, check.
Hey, orbit.
Check my 47.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Look at me. Go.
On the run, it's Barkley. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 3rd and long. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
Let's go now.
The Saints
50,
offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On second down, Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. That was DeAndre Baker that time who was able to break that one up.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 40.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Dayon Buchanan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 15. Check 15.
On second down, here's Barkley. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Jones. And Sanders has got it complete.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. That's into the hands of the tight end, Ellison. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. A first down carry for Barkley. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later. They completed the screen, but one of the things you worry about is can the quarterback get rid of the ball before he's actually tackled? So your offensive linemen have to hold up the rushers a little bit because you want to make sure you keep your guys' jersey clean throughout the game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
80 weapons. Hey, high 7. Go.
Now Jones operating from the gun. He's got his man. This is Tate. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Hey, Delta.
56. Monk's 56. Don't get nervous. 56 to Monk.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Going for it all. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
The Saints take over.
Let's go,
first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Down.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a
That's caught at the 25. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
He'll drop to throw. And brought in by the tight end Cook. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
60 or.
Big stop, G. Big stop.
Hey, exit. Now.
Looking to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. In for the score. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, 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 check. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check.
Ready?
The toss out to Barkley. And some space here. Escapes the defender. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost. Cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something.
And nothing but daylight ahead. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd and goal, Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, Alpha.
3 bud, 3 bud.
Yes, yes.
Mike 5 forward. Watch the run, watch the run.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
No. Off. Undercrunch.
Hey, orbit.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, New Orleans. John Brown, 78 yards. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, the second half, no matter what, whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Had 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Jones now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on 2nd and 16. Jones nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA, with a sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Marcus Davenport able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, foxtrot.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete. Traquan Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now back to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. And just one man in the backfield here. That's Kamara, 2nd and goal.
Hey, team 6.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to be shoved back short of the goal line. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. Now Lutz for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back now here live in New Orleans. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up.
Take 3. 218, chop. Joel out. Out.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Got a man, Slayton. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. From the 44, Jones, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Marcus Williams, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Down. 10-2 stop. Let's go. Quick on trap. Ready?
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and an alley to run. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation.
Go.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Here we go.
Go.
They'll set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. This is Barkley, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line.
Mike's 47. Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be...
Topper!
Jam. Kill. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. He's checking.
Hey. High 7.
2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 25-yard line.
Come on, set. 30 base.
I'm trying to collect. Check 3.
Recon, 132 fighter. 5.
Jones now throwing on first down. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Here's Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And the Saints will have the football back.
X3, 218, chop it. Hit it.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. Murray has the first down and more. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They run with Murray.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Man left. Even. 4 down. Even.
Big grip.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for New Orleans, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah. One up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. lights, camera action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I'm in it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jay Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freezer. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Under late, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Ay, why I never saw you in the field though? Ay, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How it feel to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon.
just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself.